In this session, we're going to learn more about the POS setup. How do we put in new buttons and things like that? So let's go into the POS and log on, and we're going to work in the Arias pause. Here you have a group of buttons, 8 buttons in total. Here you have another group of buttons, and another group of buttons, and so on. Each button is set up in the system, and many buttons, they create something that we call a menu. So let's start by looking at how a button is set up. We are here on this button, Baklinda, so you need to position yourself there and right click. So how come we could right click? Is that normal for every cashier to be able to right click? No, it's not. So let's answer that question. We go into back office Alexandra. And do you remember previously we were doing retail users? And in the retail users, we have this option POS super user. And this is what I mean. I mentioned it to you the other day that we would talk about this column. If you have this field enabled for the user, then you can right click and see the options. And in the VM, all my users are set up with POS user enabled. So let's go back to the POS. So here we are, we have already right clicked and we're going to open button properties for this button. So you see we are in the Baklinda, and here we have something that is a command. And this command is called PLUK or PLUK. That stands for Product Lookup Unit Key. This is the command used to sell items. And here we have a parameter, and the parameter is the item number. So that's how simple it is. Let's go into OK. But here we have the menu. So right click again and you will see we open the menu properties. And in the menu properties, you see it has a menu ID and it belongs to a profile. The thing is the POS is set up with different profiles and the menu profile is one of them. And the menu profile contains all the different menus, and in the menu there are all the different buttons. That's how simple it is. And here we can define how many columns and rows we see in each menu. And remember this one was 8 buttons or 4 columns of 2 rows. Let's change it to 5 columns and 2 rows. And down here you have the lines. Either you have them collapsed or you open them again. That's how easy it is. And if you go down, you will see our 8 buttons. So one menu line is 1 button. And one menu line has a number, and of course the description, the command, and the parameter, and something more. But let's look at that later. Now we do close. And you see what happened. We have now 5 columns, still 2 rows. That means we got 2 additional buttons. So shall we try to put an item on this button here? So what do? We position ourselves on the button, right click, and button properties. And here when we are putting in items, you don't have to put in a description. You will see why in a minute. So the command, you key it in PLUK and select it. The parameter, you can either key in the number or you can always as well go and look for it. So use this assisted button and you are in the retail item list. Here you can search and we're going to find the briefcase. The briefcase leather item number 50,000. So let's do OK and select it. And what happened? It filled out automatically the description for us, the same name as is in retail items. So now when we are finished to fill out the fields, we select the OK. And what happens? We have the button here. Shall we try to use it? Yes. Click on it. And we are selling the briefcase leather with the image and everything here in the POS. But you have seen earlier that we could have images on the button. Shall we try that? To put an image on the briefcase on the button. Right click again on the button and select button properties. And down here you have a picture option. And here you have an image and the assist button here. Let's use it. Here you can key in the image, and I have had in the demo data company a rule that the image for item is the same as the item number. So I enter the item number and select the line, and you see the image is right here. If you don't see the image, you need to use this information button, on and off, and do close. One more thing we should look at, the picture position. You can try all the options here, but center is not really what I would like. I like to have a fit. Fill, scale, and fit are also nice options. Try them all. I'm gonna select fit and OK. And what do we have? We have the briefcase here, the image. But we still have the text. Do we want it or not? That's something that we can decide. So right click, button properties, and here in the picture part, we can hide the description, so we can enable this option and do OK. What do we have? We have the button with the picture. And of course, we still can use it and sell another briefcase. And you may have noticed that the button changed color when we put the item on it. It's not this blue-green color anymore. And that followed with the pause command. That's another thing. There are all kinds of rules. We can decide how to put the colors on different areas, but that's something we're going to look at later. So more about button properties and buttons. Let's finish this sale and continue in another place. Some years ago, I was demoing the solution for a prospect, a sushi place, and they wanted to have 60 different sushi buttons on the screen. So I was thinking, if I used an area like this here, in this size, or this size, or even if I combine these two together, 60 buttons would be too much. The buttons would be too small. So what it did? Let's have a look. So let's log off now in this POS and go into the supermarket one. This one here. And look, what do we see? Now we see that the name of the store changed. Remember in the exercise, you change the name of the store, and here you can see the name. But what did I do for the 60 buttons? So then I created something like this here, bread and cakes. It was just the sushi. And you see that the menu buttons are taking most of the space in this area. We have the journal here, we have the buttons, and we have the operation buttons. So here we have 5 times 4 or 20 buttons. Shall we try to change it? Remember, position yourself here in the area, right click, menu properties, and let's go and have 10 columns and 6 rows. And then we do close. And what do we have? We have 60 buttons. And when I showed this to the prospect, they were very happy. They liked it. This is how simple it is to work with the POS and do different changes in the setup. It's all included in LS Central.